Hello, I thought some of you might enjoy me setting free this Tales of Suspense number 28 from its CGC slab. I don't buy a lot of slabbed books. I understand their value and I do admire them. I've got a couple here. I've got a 4.0 Captain America 113 Jim Steranko cover. So the scale, of course, is from 1.0, actually from 0 through to 10. So this is a 3.0 Batman 227, classic Golden Age swipe. So they're really the only slabs I've got until this one, Tales of Suspense, which I bought from Tyler Benison on Facebook. And I knew it was a cracked slab, and I bought it with the understanding that it was cracked. And I thought, you know, I'd rather read it than leave it in a cracked slab. So that's what I'm going to do, set it free. You can see it's graded at 2.5. It's one of the old CGC slabs. The label's not quite as attractive as the current ones. But 2.5, good plus. It's a good reader, good reading copy. And certainly having it in the slab is a lovely way to preserve it and to hold its value. But when it's cracked like this, it's pretty useless for those purposes anyway. So I'm going to take the plastic off, and you'll see that it's in a kind of a well with a little interior well. I'll definitely keep this label because it shows that the book was graded at 2.5, and when I put it in a bag and a board, I'll stick that in the back. And of course it can't be official because once the slab is opened, the grade is no longer an official grade. So that's the outer shell removed, and you'll see that an inner plastic sleeve remains. So I'm going to carefully pry that open, being very careful not to damage the book. This is not easy to do with a phone in my hand. Some of you will be very nervous at this point, watching me do this. We're almost there. The book should be ready to come out. And there she blows. So you see that it has, you know, some fairly serious creases in the corners, and it's blunted, colour breaking creases throughout. A little unusual for a Tales of Suspense, which came out in 1962, to have sort of 4 separate panels. Normally you have one, you know, quite impressive large panel to indicate the story inside. If we turn it over, we find similar damage, what looks like water damage there. Staples seem fairly intact, but with obvious damage where, as you would expect for a 2.5. Now you see the interior has this paper, special paper, which is designed to absorb moisture and to draw the acid out of the paper, to stop the acid from eating away at the paper. So I'll hold on to that as well. Can't hurt. So here we see the great interior art by Jack Kirby. these old Marvel Monster titles. This is, well, 62, so it's not quite pre-Hero Marvel, with the Fantastic Four coming out in 1961, but it's very typical of the pre-Marvel, pre-Hero Marvel and Atlas era of monster comics, a lot of which were reprinted in the Bronze Age in the 1970s. But this is not a reprint, this is an original 1962 edition. Back from the Dead. So as you'll see, the book is complete with no missing pages, no parts cut out. Here are the interior staples, which are always worth looking at. There's no rust migration. Staples themselves are not rusted, so that's always good. The dummy. Give you nightmares, that one. Some text stories as well. Comics of this era often had these text stories. I have to say, they're not very good. They're fairly poorly written. Here we have The Secret of the Black Planet with Stan Lee's story and Steve Ditko art. So any comic book that has Stan Lee, Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko is going to be a good one. And of course there's another sheet of that absorbing paper. So a little bit of water damage coming through there as well. But that's it, friends. Tales of Suspense, number 28, set free from its CGC slab, to be read and to be enjoyed in perpetuity. Thanks, bye for now.